Welcome everyone back to the European Journeyman save. In today's episode we have two games, our last qualifier in Europe. It is in the Europa League playoff, second leg against Vala, an Icelandic side, and then we're at home to Olympia in the league, obviously once again challenging us for the league. Since you last left us, European qualification has been going well, not great. We beat Dynamo BT in the Champions League second qualifying round. We then went out to Kiev 3-1 on aggregate. To be expected, they are obviously a much bigger club than us. Well, only a little bit bigger than us, so a little bit disappointing, but we have gone out. We then got our Europa playoff game against Vala, who are from Iceland. And we won the first leg 4-0. So we're probably going through, but I wanted to show you anyway just to see how we qualified. So the rules obviously mean if we were to lose this, we would qualify for the Europa Conference. Winner obviously goes straight into the league phase. So whatever happens, we will be playing league phase football this year, which will probably be the games that we show. I'll probably come back for some of the bigger ones there. In the league, it was going well. We went on a good 4-win winning run. We then lost back-to-back to Maribor and Kelj. So we do sit 3 points behind Olympia, who've lost their opening game, but then won the next 5. We, of course, need to get back up there. The board want us to win the league, which we are currently underperforming. We're doing well in the Championship, Champions League expectations, as well as Europa League, so no complaints there. Rules again, there is Europa League back in the league. The coefficiency went back up, so your second does get Europa League, but that obviously goes to the cup winner. So we need to go and win. We are obviously still second in the season preview. Transfer wise, done a little bit of business since you were last with us. Where did we leave off? I think we left off with the striker, so we'll go through the exits. Sam Tickle has left. He's went to St. Johnson for 725k. Obviously we have another goalkeeper now, so we don't need him. Antolic, who was one of the youngsters we brought in just to fill out registration for the under-21 who starts, but we don't need him, so he's went to Sondal in Norway. Not sure about that. For 150k though, so big profit on there. Ivan Mamut's left us. He was obviously really good, but he's just kind of getting on now, and he's kind of probably not really up to the level. He's went for 35k to Sweden. He's probably still good enough, but we don't really need him. And then Mario Guerrero is someone we actually just signed as well, so we'll kind of do a 2 for here. We signed him on a free from Atletico Madrid's under-19 once again. He's not first team ready, but he probably will be in a season or two, so he's went out on loan to Alicante. And that involves some of the other players we brought in, but first one is, I think you saw Javi Ferreira. We brought in Duraso Class. He joins us on a free transfer, leaving the Belgium second tier. He is our new ball-winning midfielder. Manuel Jesus, another one of those Atletico Madrids, just straight into the under-19s. And then what a signing this is. In terms of a big name, Sebastian Haller signs on a 1-year deal, just 1.1 grand a week. And obviously previously of Dortmund, hasn't played a lot of football recently, but he was a good player back in the day. So we're using him as our second choice striker. And he'd probably be third choice once Mateta's back from his injury. But he's got still good stuff, but he is 34 and he is declining. Mario Guerrero we showed. And then last one is Sean Stewart. He is a Northern Irish 25-year-old left back. Joins us on a free transfer after leaving his one club so far, Norwich City. We needed another left back. He's really quick. He's got some decent marking and tackling. Works hard. Unfortunately, he played 15 minutes and got injured straight away, so he is going to miss a couple games. But at least we have a left back. So this is the team that we're going to go out and play the Vala game with. It's heavily rotated because we did win the first leg 4-0. And that was away as well. So Gauchi in goal, who's been really good so far. Baushari at right back. Centre-back partnership of Sonko Sundberg and Semedo, very familiar with playing each other. Marriage at left back. Jedvaj in midfield, partner in Pareda. Trying to find a loan for Pareda, but no luck so far. He's actually been growing quite well. He's obviously got 5-star potential, so we're happy to keep him in and amongst the squad. Derdov on the right. Abubakar Yusuf down the middle. Pajaro on the left. And Sebastian Aller up top. Just the 1 goal so far for Haller. Hopefully he'll start to score a little bit more. Still not being able to get Giersen out the club, that Icelandic fella. Goranak is coming back from his injury very soon, so we should hopefully be able to integrate him soon. Mateta's still a few months off away from coming back, and Stewart obviously is going to be out now for a couple of weeks. We are looking for a backup goalkeeper because for some reason having a world-class keeper, well, not a world-class, but a really good keeper, and then just a terrible backup isn't enough to satisfy the boys. Not sure about that. They've all kicked up a fuss. Noel Murillo being the one to lead the charge, which has maybe ended up why we've lost our 2 last league games, but hopefully not too bad. I wouldn't expect us to play too well here because it is obviously a heavily rotated side, but we did win 4-0 away, so just good to get some minutes into some legs, and hopefully just see out the tie nicely. But Valla do have themselves a free kick. They play it short, oddly enough, instead of trying to get it in the box, but it has worked out for them as they've gotten to a good position, but thankfully Gauchi, I don't know if it's Gauchi or Gauci or what. He's Australian, so I don't really know how that helps. It's a bit of an odd name. I'm going to call him Gauki. I like Gauki. Sounds funny. Gauki with a good save does keep Valor out. Obviously, if they were to get one, it does seem like 4 goals seems insurmountable. But once you get one, that tide can turn, especially when you've heavily rotated the side. Semedo's not really played much. To be fair, everyone else has been in and amongst this team, so they're fairly fit. It's just, and to be honest, Semedo's kept his fitness even though he's not played. I don't know how he's done it, but he has. He's pretty much kept all of his fitness even though he's really not playing, which is obviously good. Durdov now down the right hand side smashes it in. 5-0 on Ag. We are absolutely qualifying, and we've never even been in the Conference League phase, but now it looks like we're going to be in the Europa League phase. It will be very interesting. Obviously, we're not going to show all the games, but we will show the odd fixture here and there. Like I say, I think we need to get this series moving on now. Obviously, Football Manager 25 does come out in March. That is slowly approaching. We'll probably get a beta. This is recorded in bulk, so I don't know if there will be a beta yet. I would imagine there would be, though. Or maybe not, because it was delayed. But either way, we'll be doing something obviously new. We will be obviously retiring all Football Manager 24 content as soon as 25 comes out. If the save isn't finished, we will obviously just wrap it up wherever we are, but hopefully the goal of the save is to win a Champions League, and hopefully we'll finish that. If not, then we'll just say we enjoyed the ride and have learned a lesson not to start a series like this so late in the life cycle of the game. But we obviously needed to do something once North to Prem had finished, and obviously it was a big hit as well, so thank you for everyone who did tune in. It was a really big hit. The first episode's got way more sort of views and attention and stuff than it normally gets, so really happy with that. I'm really pleased for obviously all the new subscribers. I'm glad people are still enjoying the series as well, for those that are still enjoying it. So yeah, obviously FM25 is going to be quite a big year. It'll be the first time, obviously, making videos. It'll be the first time I'm actually making videos as the game comes out, so hopefully that'll be a nice big boost to the channel. Lots of new people getting eyes on this channel, and yeah, but obviously still working towards getting monetized as well. Not quite there just yet. Obviously there's watch hours and stuff that come into that, which is what I'm working towards. Yeah, so kind of just talking about other things, but maybe something interesting to some of you, maybe not, who knows. We will bring we'll keep Class off. Sandy Kanker, you can come on for 45 as well. Yeah, I think obviously hopefully be a big year, hopefully get a nice big boost when the game comes out. Got an idea for what I want to kick off the game with, but I'll keep my cards close to my chest. Will European Journeyman make a return for FM25? Potentially, it might do. Again, I'll keep that to myself, but I do have some plans. Obviously things change, but I do have some plans for what I've got planned. I do have some plans for what I've got planned. That is a hell of a quote. I've got some plans for FM25, so do not worry. We will be doing FM25 as it comes out, if the game's any good or not. If it's rubbish, I'll still do it anyway. But hopefully it's not rubbish. But I have not got a lot of faith, given that it has been delayed. Delayed games are rarely come out good, do they? So I am a little bit with it. I feel like, personally, I probably haven't spoken about it, but I feel like personally, not really into all the new features and stuff they've showed so far. I just don't care about a lot of them, and it seems like I don't mind the stuff they've got rid of, to be honest, like drafts and so. I think international football is criminal. I don't know how you can remove that, but add like other stuff in that doesn't matter. Yeah, but I don't mind getting rid of stuff. Like they talked about getting rid of like the data hub and so I've never even heard of it, to be honest with you. But like drafts and stuff like that, like I don't know. Not a fan. To be honest, I probably won't do any of the women's football stuff. I just don't have any interest in it. I don't know any of the players. I mean, if you're into it and you like, if you're a woman, then you probably like it more. But I know there's some people out there who do like women's football. I'm really not into it. If you like it, fine. But I just don't see how it's going to integrate with the game very well. It's all going to be one save, which is good. I think that's the best way to go about it because it is Football Manager, and obviously people have went and managed women's football and then went and managed men's football, like Phil Neville, for example. But I don't know how does that work. So you go to a women's club and then you can only scout and sign women's players, or do you just put like a filter on the search or something? I don't know. I don't like the idea of getting rid of like some stats and so I think you're getting rid of weight or something. I don't know if that's influenced by the women's football coming into the game or what, but I just think it's a bit dumb. Why are we getting rid of things when we're moving over to a new game? I feel like weight ultimately doesn't matter too much, but you know, it is nice to see. Ultimately, does it really make the game worse? Probably not. But I don't like the idea of just stripping away as much as possible because we don't think it's important. It's a game based on playing a big database. The idea of a database is you want to store as much info as possible, and have it be useful info as well. So if we've got that info from all the previous years and what have you, and I'm sure it's not totally accurate anyway, but it just seems like, why strip away parts of the game when we don't need to? It's not as if anyone's ever complained about it being in the game, so why put it there, or why take it out? But nevertheless, I do think the international football is criminal. Like, I don't really use it, which is a little bit hypocritical to say, but I know some people do have fun with it, and it's definitely something that can make a save better. A lot of people complain about it not being very good, but I just don't. How else would you do it? Like, I don't think it's that great either, but how else would you do it? Like, you literally have big gaps because international managers do have big gaps. But I do think like draft mode and all that stuff, I'm fine getting rid of that. I don't use it, so. But hopefully it'll be good. I've got some good plans for it. And all in all, I've completely ignored this game and now just realised we've actually qualified for the Europa League phase. Hey! Big licks. Lovely stuff. We've qualified for the Europa League phase. Ooh, and we get a big load of cash as well. 85 grand. That's not the big load of cash I was talking about. 2.91 mil. Oh, we've got some right teams in this. Newcastle, Rennes, Besiktas and Shakhtar, European regulars. Maybe not Newcastle, but yeah, European regulars. How are Rennes pot 4? We got Rennes in pot 4. That is really harsh. Like, of all the pot 4, like Gil Vicente, fine. But yeah, I don't think we'll win any of these, to be honest. Maybe Tel Aviv, maybe Gil Vicente. Slovan Bratislava we can definitely give a game to. I don't know what we are. What pot were we? I don't like that. I wanted to go watch the draw. I don't know why I didn't get to go watch the draw. That's weird. Anyway, we're in the big league phase of all the schedule. Oh, they're all in. They're all in, boys. Oh, Newcastle's so close. I'd love to do it, but it's just so close. I can't have a 2-game gap. And I want to get through the games. Do you know what I mean? I do want to get through the season because we're just not doing anything different, you know? We're just kind of, now we've won the league, kind of just doing the same thing. So, do we come back for these? I feel like we should come back for these two because they're probably winnable. I mean, we obviously still got another game this episode, but when we do come back next episode, I think these 2 games are winnable. So, we'll probably come back for those. We're probably going to lose these 3 anyway. Maybe beat Tel Aviv, I don't know. I would be shocked if we get into the qualifiers. I'll be we won't get in top 8. I can just say that. There's some big teams in here. Liverpool, Newcastle, Milan, Lyon, Lille, Lazio. Sorry, that's not Lazio. It's got a big N. Napoli. It's because the name's wrong. Villarreal. AZ. Hoffenheim. Shamrock Rovers. Not so big. Wish we'd have got them. Yeah, Shakhtar, PSV. There's some big teams in here, so we'll do well to qualify, I think. Potentially could get into the top 24, but it will be a little bit tough. But we've done well, so I'm really pleased with that, and that big boatload of cash has gave us some more money. We have done some more stuff as well with facilities, so we've paid about 1.2 million to upgrade the youth facilities as well. Training facilities will be done soon. yeah, about 3 months for that form. It's all in the same month. It'll all be in the same month. So, job-wise, not had anything come up yet. Obviously, it's early in the season. There's a couple of things that are insecure, but probably nothing we'd be interested in anyway. Seems like everything else is stable as is. And, yeah, obviously, nothing. Norway doesn't come in until January anyway, so we can't move there. So, at the minute, we are just going to keep trucking on, but we do have a big league game against Olympia to play now. So we are back for the second game of the episode. It is at home to Olympia in the Slovenian First Division. Just to let you know how the other teams that are playing Europe in our game, in our league, went on. So Olympia have qualified for the Conference League phase. They won all of their qualifiers. Fair play to them. Sigma. They beat Bran in the playoff. So that's a decent result there, to be fair. They've done well. Obviously, since we've had this save loaded, Slovenian football has definitely improved. Kelj, I think, were they in it? No. Is it Maribor? I don't know who won the cup last year. I didn't actually look. Bravo won the cup. Oh, okay, that's surprising. They went out pretty early. Steaua Bucharest, fair enough. I think that's Bucharest. Is it? I'm not sure. There must have been someone else. Was it Koper? No. Who the hell else got into Europe? Was it Mura? It was Mura. They got knocked out in the third qualifying round. To Tyrol, is that Poland? No, Austria. Okay. All right, so just us and Olympia, the big boys of Slovenia in Europe, but we're in the better one, so no worries, lads. So this is the team we're going with to play Olympia. Win here, we go top of the league. Loss, we are 6 points behind them, and the board want us to win the league, so we really need to do it. I think that's harsh, expecting us to win the league. I know we won it last season, but Olympia were kind of bad last season. Now they're not so bad. This is the team we're going with. The first team. Gauki in goal. Back four of Mesa, Sonko Sundberg, Jake O'Brien, Maric, Klaas and Mario in midfield, Diarra, Kanka down the middle, Banacek, who is on fire, by the way. 14 goals. 5 and 6 in the league. Hopefully he gets another today. And Javi Ferrer, who's doing okay. 3 goals and 2 assists in 5. Pretty good. 8 and 9 overall. Raditic and Giersen obviously drop to the bench. Goranak, not fit enough to even make the bench. And there is our bench. So let's go get a win and show them what's what. We obviously beat them twice last season, drew once and lost once. So we need to try and do the same. We've actually not been great recently. Kind of a few losses in there. Quite a lot. 2 losses in the league. Not good. So we kind of need to get back to winning ways. Obviously, we are going to keep our eyes open for any job offers. That's going to be the main thing this season, is moving clubs. I do feel like we are at the point now where we need to move up in the world of football. We need to move to a bigger club, get some bigger wage bills, all that kind of stuff. Move up and just play for better teams to then get our reputation going. Oh, Banacek, how has he not scored? How could Kanka have been offside? He wasn't even involved in the move. I thought Banacek had scored, hit the post, but yeah, I think we were due a move now. We've been at Tabor for quite a while. Obviously, we did have the one job offer last year. We did get a second job offer, but I can't remember who it was from. I think it was off camera, and I just decided it wasn't big enough for us anyway. I think it was like some sort of second tier team, and I just thought, nah. I don't think we'd go to a second tier team unless it was like a really big team that had for whatever reason got relegated. Other than if maybe the Eredivisie second division, the Dutch second division is the only one where you could say there could be someone there that would be a step up, even though it's a second division. Obviously, it's fun doing Europe and stuff, but it's not the be all and end all for me. I'd happily move to if we say for example we get Italy or something, you'd happily go to Serie B over playing in Slovenia. It's definitely a step up. Kanka running through, and it's a decent save. Unlucky from Kanka there. It's actually been a pretty boring game from us so far. We usually have quite big matches, but Banacek whips one in. Klaas tries to get there. Ferrer tries to get there. Falls to Sonko Sundberg, and that looks like it's going to be the end of the half. Definitely been the better side, but not really seen much from it. We do have a couple of players tired. Obviously, we have been playing quite a lot of games. We will keep Semedo off for now. We will bring, where is the man? Abubakar Yusuf can come on. Obviously, you want the big boys on, the proper players on. But Kanka did quite well, actually, to be fair, that half, so we won't complain too much. Sonko Sundberg is definitely in the firing line, though. On a yellow, not playing that well, and he's not very fit. We do have a highlight, though, so we'll wait for the highlight to be played out. Mesa, down the right-hand side, sorry. We really need to win this to get back up into first and keep the board happy. Murillo, back to Mesa. He's been incredible, by the way. Mesa swings one in, falls to Diarra, hits a lot of players. Murillo, why are you going backwards? Just get it in box, man. Murillo. Just poor. Right, I was going to make the sub. Again, we've got a highlight, so I can't, or I don't want to. Murillo finds the option. It's Marriage. Back to Murillo. Let's have a forward pass from you. No, backwards. Ferrer, Diarra, Mesa. Brace is brought down. That looked like a penalty to me. I don't know. Referee's checking VAR. It's been given. Come on. Ferrer's took all the penalties so far and he smashed them all in. So hopefully, when it really matters, he can do the same. Javi Ferrer. Is it Javi? I don't know. Oh my God. Woo! Hart skipped a bait. Thought he'd missed to hit the inside of the post. You're never saving them if it hits the inside of the post. And we do go 1-0 up, which does put us top of the league. Lovely, lovely stuff. As you can see, it's very, very tight at the top, so we need to be careful. Now I don't really want to make a sub to the centre-back. I kind of want to just keep him on. Banachek whips it into Ferrer. Oh, he's hit the post. He can't help hitting the post, this lad. Jesus. Right, well, we're winning now. I don't want to make any changes. And Olympia have been shocking. I'm thinking they might have rotated their side, having played probably a playoff like we just have. We need to win these games because obviously it did come down to it pretty close last season, and these games were, in the end, the difference maker from winning and losing. We will make one change, though, because it's an attacking change, and that seems to have less impact on the result. We'll bring Diarra on. I'd love to take those defenders off, but it scares me, man. Taking defenders off, you always seem to concede. We've been the much better side. We really should have be winning by more than one goal. We really should. I'm not going to make any more subs. It's too late now. We will leave as is and hopefully see this out. 5 minutes of added time. Right, we'll definitely bring in another sub on then. Let's move Pajaro on to the left. We'll bring Daredov on. Last change. Waste a bit of time with a sub. And hopefully that will be it. Come on. I don't want a corner. I want the end of the game. Let's get to 5 minutes. I mean, it looks like we're on the attack anyway, based on commentary. And that is it. We do win. Not the most convincing win, but a win against a title challenging side is always good. We are always battling Olympia, and we've done it again. We do go top of the league, thankfully, getting rid of our bad little run, and we are back to top of the league. Brilliant stuff. So like I say, oh God, voice is going. Like I say, we will play quite a bit off camera this season, like we did last season. We are trying to just get through it now. Get to a point where we get a bloody job offer. We're 3-star. We're still studying for Continental B, so that should go up. And that'll hopefully give us the reputation to start getting more job offers as well. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. But as it stands, this is where we are. I think, we'll come back for Slovan Bratislava, Gil Vicente as our Europa League phase games. We'll do that. That'll be fun. Should we just come back for the end? Or is that... I know it's a big gap. Right. Bear with me. I know it's a big gap, but we've played in this league for so many seasons now. We've done so many episodes. We've been in Slovenia we're in our 5th year now. We need to start going quicker between seasons. Like episodes, we need to be covering a season in like 3 or 4 episodes. Like, I know it's like some people don't like that, the big gaps, but we've played all these teams on camera about 1,000,000 times. It's not fun. And I think, obviously, the Europa League, we're probably not going to get through it anyway. I sound so defeatist. I don't know. We'll see how we get on. But I think, let's just come back for the last 2. And then we'll probably because we'll still probably be within a shout of qualifying. So that'll at least be interesting to qualify. Obviously, if we qualify, we'll definitely show the knockouts. But it's just like their league group games. Are they that fun? Kind of. I wish Newcastle was later. I would have loved to show that one. But... is it going to be fun watching us get whacked like 6 or 7-0? That's what I mean. Like, is that really that fun of an episode? Anyway, maybe it is. I don't know. But we'll see how we get on. Unless something interesting comes up, we will play a lot off camera. I just think I've got to start making... I know not everyone will like it, but I've got to make the executive decision. We have to start getting through this series quicker because FM25 is approaching. We've been in this league for far too long now. One thing I have done is I haven't actually done any new contracts. Obviously, my deal runs out in 2029. Now, as per rules of the save, I can't game it and just let my contract expire and leave. Like, I can't leave a club if I'm currently employed and then job hunt. I would have to be approached. But by letting my contract run out, the amount of money teams have to pay is less. So hopefully not signing a new deal kind of signifies to clubs that I actually would be willing to move. And hopefully we just get some job offers, because that's ultimately what we're after this year. We've obviously won the league, we've won the cup, we've won the second division. So we've kind of done it all in Slovenia. And at this point, we're kind of just spinning our wheels a little bit. Obviously, we are making progress as a club, but we're never going to make the progress to win the Champions League. Like, that's, if you wanted to do that in Slovenia, you're probably talking 40, 50 years. It's going to take that long. Like, it's crazy. Possible, because Football Manager's mad. But it would take so long, and you might not even still do it. So we'll come back for Besiktas and Shakhtar as our next episode. Play lots of games off camera. And yeah, so that's a plan. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the European Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.